welcome. Let me fix the camera here. To take two of the Sunday Night Stumbles. It's a Halloween edition. We just had a failed stream. We wasted 20 minutes on it. Thank you to everyone for bearing with me on that. Huge thanks to Herman Huang, who did send a $10 super chat that will unfortunately disappear from the record in terms of if anyone rewatches the stream, because I might take that failed one offline. Maybe I'll leave it online. I don't know. This is the Stumbles channel, right? But we are live again once more. It is Sunday, October 31st. It is Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy birthday to my brother. And my birthday being a week later kind of makes us Valentine's babies, if you think about it. I think so. So what I did was I basically closed my streaming software, and rather than go in through a stream key, I logged in, something I've never done before. I logged in to my streaming software through Google. I connected my Google account, which I don't normally like doing. And lo and behold, here we are. It seems to be working. So yay for that. Sorry, guys. So we've got this bogus stream here. Maybe I'll update the thumbnail to say failed on it while we chat and hang out. How's everyone's Halloween so far? Are you guys where is it? Live. Where's my thing? Mystery. Marco Ray says it's working marvelously. Yes, it is. So far, it is indeed. Is there a way to put this in a window so I can keep my eye on the chat? Sargot says happy Halloween. Kohana says Valentine's nights were wild. Does your brother live in Toronto? No, my brother lives out near Niagara Falls, not too far from where my mom lives, actually. So let's slap the word failed on that thumbnail. The box is too big. I don't like the black border around text. If there's no need for contrast, I just think it looks kind of dumb. I don't normally. Let's slap it like that. I still kind of want to see my face. There we go. Maybe add a. Take the opacity of the word failed. No, that's good. Samantha says nice makeup. Yes, very nice makeup indeed. Live mystery T555. So what I'm doing is I'm just, in case anyone accidentally clicks on the old stream, I'm just going to update it right now while we're doing this so people know what's up. Candy went fast this year. It was so nice seeing so many kiddos out. Yeah, I went for a walk. I started just after around 5:15, and there were already like a lot of, it was mostly the little kids, I would say probably under 8 years old, but there were a lot of kids out already, I would think. So that was kind of neat, because last year we all got kind of screwed out of a Halloween, right? There was not much in the way of kids out. All right, so I've got the thumbnail up, so hearing my ex snore loudly is not a fun Halloween. There we go. We've got the word failed on there. So now this one is differentiated from the legitimate stream. And I guess I can take the word again out of this one, right? We don't need the word again in here. Isn't this nice that I'm doing all this like admin stuff on the stream with you guys? Never one to miss a chance to work. Alex Gets Around Tio says there were more decorations. There were a lot more decorations. I went up what is probably the most popular street in the city this year. I was gonna do a neighbor part of Riverdale where I heard there was a great street. I was gonna do Cabbagetown, but I decided to go out to Hyde Park Swansea, and I did Pacific Avenue. And I walked up to the junction, and then I walked down, and then I went along Glen Lake, where the probably the most badass house in the city is in terms of Halloween decorations. And this is what you can see in the thumbnail. Since you guys bared with me here, I suppose I can give a little preview. Again, this will either be the video tomorrow or... Now it's probably going to be a Tuesday video, but let me find that house here. So here's a little hint at what we're dealing with here. Look at that. Look at the amount of effort that they put into that. We've got smoke effects. So I took a picture, and that's what I used for the thumbnail. So this will be coming up on tomorrow morning or probably Tuesday morning's video. This is certainly the most overdone, most amount of effort in a single house I've seen in quite a while. Kohana was supposed to be in London today, but was too tired. Yeah, they're playing Michael Jackson's Thriller. That was the second time I saw Michael Jackson's or heard Michael Jackson's Thriller. But if you're wondering why I didn't go out at night, I talked about it a bit in the video. It's with these cameras on residential streets, they don't pick up a lot of light at night, and residential streets aren't well lit. I did a walk last year for the main channel that was just too dark, so I ended up putting it on this channel. And that was my fear with Halloween. If I went out there when it was black, I wasn't sure it was really going to look all that good. So I decided let's go at like 5 p.m. There might still be some kids out. There might still be some trick-or-treaters. And hopefully most of the houses would turn on the audio and stuff for their decorations. So that's kind of why I went out a little earlier. It also meant that this stream would have been bumped. And this is like Pacific Avenue. There's a whole lot of houses like this. I'm not going to show too much of this video, but this was the scene earlier today. Lisa D is going out to pumpkin parades tomorrow night. I've kind of got plans tomorrow night, but maybe we could take in some pumpkin parades. But there we go. That's my Halloween. Going out, making this video, coming home, effing up a stream, and then streaming again. But hey, at least we got the stream up. How do you fail at a home stream? Did we get any comments on this yet? No smartasses appearing in it. Kathleen says looks great. Thank you, Johnny. Oh, and that reminds me, I'm up to 10 emails now. But what I announced in my Friday night live stream was I'm going to start doing walks with people. At least I don't want to guess the frequency, but just sort of to change up the content. I might do the first few on the Stumbles channel, but basically kind of like collaborations, like the walk I did with Ken or the one with Action Kid on his channel. There's a recent one with Bevy, another one with Ken coming up, but not with YouTubers, just with people that live in Toronto and want to talk about the city and their experiences and just kind of change it up a little bit. So if you're interested in that, if you live in Toronto, if you're not afraid to be on camera and you think you can just sort of carry on a normal conversation, send me an email to johnnystrides@gmail.com. I'm going to gather everything, go through with them, and start contacting people. And yeah, it's only going to take about 30-40 minutes of your time. We'll just meet at a subway station and probably, or a bus stop, and walk to another transit stop. And then we'll say goodbye. Like, that's all it's going to be. But we'll record the walk, and you get to be on the channel. I can't really compensate you for that, so it's entirely voluntary. So, and if you do have like a podcast or a YouTube channel or social media that you want to plug, of course I'll let you do that as a way to say thank you for coming on. So that's really all I can offer, maybe a coffee. But if that's something you might be interested in, contact me. There's already some people I've proactively reached out to, some more prominent people, I guess, who will probably just ignore me, but it's worth a try. So we'll see how that goes. And just in case you're wondering what I'm drinking tonight, we're having, ooh, look at my eye through the bottle. We're having Boodle's British Gin. How's that? Susan has a blog and Instagram. Kohana is asking Nightbot to come over. Favorite horror movie? Oh. Ooh. How can you not be a fan of this bad boy? It's basically a remake of the first one, only it's like a comedic remake of the first one. Best movie of all time in that sense. Did I do a Halloween video last year? I don't think I even did. Let's type Johnny Halloween. Let's see what comes up. No. This comes up. My recent failed stream comes up. Johnny Halloween. Johnny Strides. Yeah, see, I did nothing. Well, last year there was really nothing to show, right? Yeah, we don't have any Halloween videos to watch. Rose says, Evil Dead 2 is your brother's favorite movie. Oh, it's a phenomenal movie. Army of Darkness also is part of that trilogy. It's funny how they went from like serious horror to comedic horror to straight up comedy. Like that trilogy made that entire arc. At least Steve says, oh man, I regret not getting to see Evil Dead the musical. I had friends, we had tickets, and for some reason I had something come up and I didn't get to go see it. And I definitely regret that. So unfortunately, since I have nothing Halloween to play in the background other than the video, we'll just stick to a normal video, I guess. You failed. Exploring Toronto's. What's a video? I don't know. Johnny Strides, October 2020. Let's get one from a year ago. Hey, this was recorded on Halloween last year. All right, let's watch this one. And we're going to lose the chat off the screen. That's no good. We'll just jam this one in the background here. Now, I need to be able to see the chat. Alex says play this morning's vid. I think a lot of people have already seen it. Sorry I didn't do the premiere. I wanted to get some sleep. Can you blame me? So this is exactly 1 year ago to the day, this one. Looks like I'm at Queen, right? That looks like Queen. That is Queen. Alex remembers this. Neighbor banged on your wall at 3 a.m. last night. That sounds like not a good experience. Let's try to fix the camera a little bit. No prob. You always like to sleep in. Yeah. Okay, Bevy. Have a good night. Happy Halloween. Get off the screen. Other chat. Young Street. Why did I say street? That's a phenomenon called S-backing. That a lot of 20 years ago, it wasn't really a thing, and now a lot of people, when they pronounce ST, they make that sh noise instead of street. And I used to do it until I made a conscious effort to stop doing it. And now when I watch someone on TV, you never see or you never hear actors do it, or news anchors, but people that are neither, that aren't professionals on TV, it's very common. You will hear lots of people, like instead of strike, they'll say strike. It's very subtle, especially when you're watching MMA. A lot of, like Chael Sonnen goes strikes. He's hitting them with strikes instead of strikes. And he's like a really popular personality that gets paid big money to be on TV. So there's a pointless observation for you. It's just sort of become part of our way of speaking. And a lot of people, if you research this, don't really know why this has been a phenomenon. George W. Bush speaks like that as well. Alex went to Denny's on Dundas Street West earlier this morning and had a very good breakfast. Rose says, are we doing Jackbox later tonight? You know what, Ro? I need to upload my video for the morning. So I'm going to do a Wednesday night Jackbox game on Twitch. If that, it's going to be just Jackbox. Like, we're just going to play nothing but Jackbox. I wanted to tonight, but I tried uploading while streaming at the same time, and I just couldn't get a good connection going. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's throw caution into the wind. Let me try to see if I can start uploading my video again. Because I don't think that that was what caused the issue here. Thank you. Okay, I am now re-uploading my Halloween video. Let's see if we can get it up. Marco says Johnny has been watching Seinfeld. I've been watching Seinfeld my whole life. Emma says Joe Rogan does it too. Yeah, a lot of people do it. It's very, very common. I think Alex Jones also does it. There's a weird one. Don't ask me why I'm quoting Alex Jones on anything ever. Please don't. But I'm pretty sure he talks like that too.
I think these vehicles here will be part of the motorcade.
Debating watching either Joker or American Psycho tonight. You know, I recently rewatched Joker. So I would say, for me, I would go American Psycho, but that's just me.
I think this is a Halloween-themed protest.
American Psycho is great, and Joe Rogan and Alex Jones are both garbage.
I'll do my best not to pass judgment. This isn't a politically oriented channel.
So we don't really have anything on the agenda tonight. We're just going to strictly hang out. I'm going to do some drinking. And then we're going to say goodbye. But yeah, Ro, I've been meaning to do a Jackbox stream. But I want to get the Halloween video up for tomorrow, so
Very professional looking signs on these vehicles.
it's just a matter of getting that uploaded. But I mean, I think Twitch is the home. I think that's ultimately going to be what I do with Twitch, is Jackbox stream there. And that'll be that. AI Gaming has been watching B Halloween movies on Tubi all day. Tubi's that free TV app that shoves ads down your throat, isn't it? I think I've got Tubi. I don't use Tubi. I finished Squid Game last night.
Motorcade is just getting underway.
I don't think they had to go into such a detailed level of explanation at the end, not to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but I thought the last episode was a bit anticlimactic, personally. I won't give away any spoilers in case you haven't seen it, but don't get your hopes up for the last 3/4 of the last episode. Lisa got 2 short ones uploaded today. Halloween 2020 looks quiet. Nobody in costumes or makeup. There is in the, coming up in the intersection, there is some. Are some. Johnny, what are you doing after the stream, Koala? I am getting, hopefully, what'll be tomorrow's video done. I'm going to do the thumbnail and get all the description and the tags. The fun never ends, does it? And then play a game of Rocket League or 2. Fire up a video. This was 1 year ago today. Hard to believe. Is this an anti-mask protest? I think it looks like a pro-Trump rally. If you look at the signs they're holding. I don't know. I support your right to protest, even if I think you're batshit crazy to do it. Does that make sense? Like, you can't disallow the right to protest, right? But I remember this motorhome constantly going around the city over the last year. I haven't seen it in a while, though. Probably broke down. Look how old that thing is. Michelle says, are you going to Twitch this week? Yeah, I'll be twitching hopefully Wednesday night. And I'm going to try to do a Rocket League stream. And I think Twitch, we're going to go mostly games on Twitch. Yeah, he says somebody had a Trump flag.
Very different message.
And the CCP. Why don't these people have more presence? That's a message I can get behind. Not so much the other one. We'll keep the political chat to a minimum.
Let's go.
So if you watched my stream Friday night, you would notice I got this guy. Let me see here. This is my Google Pixel 6, and I don't know what to make of it. It's an awesome phone, but it spent most of the time in the box, almost like it's ready to go back. I watched a few other people online, YouTubers who make these kind of videos, do live streams with the Pixel 6 and their experiences, and one of them I reached out to talk about it, and we had a little dialogue as to why we can't really use this phone. So it's a bit unfortunate. Kind of as a last-ditch effort, since I do have it here and I do quite like the phone, I've reached out to the streaming software companies just to see if they're going to be implementing support for the one thing that their software doesn't support that would make this phone usable. So, yeah. Kohana says, don't want to say anything bad about China, ... We got to distinguish. I mean, the people of China are the same as the people of Canada. They're just people. However, they happen to be overwatched by an authoritarian dictatorship with no regard for human rights. So I think it's not the least bit racist at all to say the CCP needs to go away and never come back, right? We should just not be saying China. We should be saying CCP, right? Let's target the issue. Okay, I said I wouldn't talk politics, but there we go. We're not going to talk politics. Hey, Johnny, have you tried any of the cannabis drinks? No. I've tried. Yeah, I've had some. Yeah, I had the hemp infused. What's it? James Reddy, but that's it, and that tastes like shit. There's some Halloween parade in Toronto. I'm sure, not formally, but I'm sure there's a lot to get-togethers. Chris Mill says, "What is not supported on the Pixel?" Third-party applications. To my knowledge, there's only one that can access the ultra-wide camera. Google's implementation of it just means that all the software out there that we use to stream with, you can flip between the different cameras on the phone. However, that does not work on the Pixel because Google marches to their own drum and does everything differently. So their API is different. So what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to zoom out, and it's supposed to automatically switch to the ultra wide. But that's not an implementation anyone else has or uses. So I reached out to Prism, I reached out to Streamlabs, and I'm probably going to reach out to Camify, and I'm just going to say, hey, are you guys ever going to implement support for that? And if they say yes, it's on its way, I'll probably just hold on to the phone, and then we can finally replace the iPhone once and for all. And if they say no, then I'll just send it back. I mean, we'll let someone else rebuy a perfect condition phone at a nice discount. Because that's exactly what will happen to it. Fans Buses Gaming still has a Galaxy S10. Oh yeah, I just went to the mall in today's video. And they also had the Christmas tree wrapped up in a blue curtain. Hello from Northern Ontario. Yeah, Emma, all the EB games here just recently converted to GameStop, but it's exactly the same thing. And Chris Mills, you might think that, or you would think that, but no, and the Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5 had the same problem. So that's why I'm skeptical that the 6 will ever get fixed. If there's one thing that's really bad about this phone, is they could not have made it more slippery and hard to hang on to if they tried. Like, this is literally the most slippery thing I have ever held in my hand. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, this is like a get a case instantly kind of phone. Like, it is just really hard to hold on to. You think our very expensive devices that come out of our pockets dozens of times a day would have some kind of texture and grip, but nope. They want you to break it, folks. They do. They really do. Like, why make it slippery? That's why I tend to buy cases like this that are super thin and super grippy, but that's just me. Bar of soap phone. Yeah, most smartphones are like a bar of soap. Do you think Justin Trudeau celebrates Halloween? What? What kind of question is that? Is the iPhone Pro good for streaming? The 11, yes. I've heard the 12 has issues, the 12 Pro, and the 13 Pro has issues switching the cameras. When you're zooming in and out, it kind of lags and stutters big time between switching the cameras. So there is no perfect streaming phone. I've been talking to AK about this. We've been on the hunt, and I was quite convinced that this would be the perfect streaming phone because the 4a 5G was so close, but no, it is not. So it can join the big pile of stuff I've sent back. Johnny, where did you get that external microphone and how much? Can't find it. Which microphone are you talking about, Lisa? The the wireless ones that I use. These ones, you can get these on Amazon. Rode Wireless Go. There's like 100 different sellers selling it. And I have links to it, actually. I should have links to it, to all the microphones I use in my description under the affiliates section. Yeah, Lisa, there's a link to it in my in the description. Or at least there should be. Ro applied for a couple of programming jobs, including iOS developer. If you get that position, that means you have to go out and buy a Mac. Hope you could at least file that as some kind of business expense. I'm sure you can, Ro. And realistically, the new MacBooks are pretty good with the M1 chips, or the two newer variants of the M1 chips. Like, they're properly good computers performance-wise, so I don't think it's the end of the world. Did you watch Ryan's stream? No, I was on my way home, and then I had to set up this stream. I had to eat half a pizza, which I did quickly, and then set the stream up. Well. You're welcome. The Ottawa Wanderer. So I don't know how long we're going to go tonight. Like I said, we have some a little bit of work to do. Fansbus's gaming stream today. And you did a face reveal. You know that it's fair game, Fansbus's gaming. Miriam, have a good night. Or Lace, whichever one of you two is going to bed. Official face reveal, Fansbus's gaming. Ooh.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, guys, if you want to see his face reveal, you're gonna have to go to his page, but I'm gonna watch right now. What does Fansbus's gaming? There he is. There is Fansbus's gaming. I am looking at him right now. We know what Fansbus's gaming looks like. Congrats on your first face reveal. I'm sure. I don't want to steal viewers from you on your big moment, so head over to his channel if you want to see that. But congrats on doing that. Takes some courage. Where did my chat go? Susan liked my face reveal, but you found me in my Taiwan video first. Yeah, I accidentally showed my face in a mirror before I did anything. Oops. All right, Deborah Ball, have a good night and happy Halloween. How was your recent Apple Surface experience? You know, everyone doesn't like the first time they show themselves on camera, fans, or the first time they hear themselves. I think it's just a natural reaction. So you look fine. Like, keep doing it. Like, once you do it, you got to keep doing it. Kohana, can't imagine your life without my face. That's sweet, but obviously BS. How's my upload doing? Look at this. Look who we found again. You gotta wonder how many of these people are now like no longer part of this and like just waltzing into restaurants, showing their pass. You know, some of them have changed teams. You know that. It must have happened. Lisa says my face is alright. I hope people don't watch my channel for my face. That's not a particularly good reason to do that.
North through the Eaton Center.
Fans, I would probably recognize you, yeah, and I would definitely know you by voice.
Lockdown parade has diverted my course. It's all good. They're chanting freedom.
Did you see that the iconic club Supersex burnt down? Like, burnt down to the ground?
Alright, let's just
Building that housed
at the lake, otherwise
Montreal Supersex burnt. Oh, it was an. Oh, it looks. Burnt down. But yeah, I mean, wasn't that place abandoned for a while? I thought, like, the whole deal was it was no longer operating. Susan, I'm not the person to ask for that. I have no idea. I legit have no idea.
I feel bad for the people in that streetcar.
Streetcar. There I go again. Streetcar. The guy was walking around just holding a GoPro like this. That guy had a Trump flag on his back. I think he's confused as to where he is. Kawan says Canadians have zero energy for protest? I certainly do. There just needs to be a cause to get behind. I mean, if the city of Toronto ever decided to start actually cracking down on the e-scooter ban and ticketing them or confiscating them, you bet your ass I would be out there with a pitchfork in my hand protesting and or a camera and a gimbal in the other hand. Hey, that place looks familiar. It's the Crapple store. I'm not a fan of this particular company. Yeah, back into the mall. All right, Deborah, have a good night. Or is Harjot going to bed? I didn't. Oh, Deborah is going to bed. Good night. Happy Halloween. How is there certain... You know, they were very friendly and very good, but I don't think... Even though they say they replaced everything, I still kind of have the same issue. Like, I tried to record audio with it today, and it kind of effed up, so... I don't know. My iPhone 12 is possessed. Hello, Gray. Yogi hates malls. I hate malls with a passion. With a serious passion. There's... Pretty much the only time I'm ever in a mall is when I have a camera in my hand and I'm recording it. So it'll be more comfortable at showing your face if you keep doing it? Yeah, of course. And it'll give you a whole new, like, element or method of making videos, right? You could just kind of do vlog style. You could point the camera around and talk to it. I still don't really do that, but depending on what kind of video you want to make. Are you watching the Dark Side of the Ring docuseries on Vice? No, I am not, Randy. Susan doesn't have the energy to deal with crowds of people. Alex loves malls and I hate them. Yes, I hate them with a passion.
not working out of the box, and I took it to the store and I exchanged it rather than deal with the mail return. And they took
Ro, the perfect example of that
it and I told
is this company, Google.
I didn't actually
Apple removed the headphone jack. What did Apple do or Google do? They mocked them and they made fun of them. Then on the next phone, they also removed the headphone jack. Apple put a notch on their phone. The stupidest, ugliest thing any company has ever done, right? Like, tell me that's not the most terrible design you've ever seen in your life. What did Google do? Google put a bigger, worse notch on their phone, and they didn't even have Face ID. Like, flash forward 2021, Apple takes the charger out of the box. What does Google do? They took the charger out of the box. So yeah, like, it's a pretty clear game of follow the leader. So yeah, Apple definitely has way too much influence. We don't have headphone jacks anymore because of Apple. We don't have chargers in the box anymore because of Apple. Fortunately, every company that copied Apple with the notch decided that, yeah, this is unbelievably stupid and got rid of it. So only Apple users now have to look at a big giant chunk missing out of their screen. There we go. Johnny, you look like the vampire in Salem's Lot movie. Michelle says, when are you going to the Young Shepherd Center? You know, I could do an easy video on the Young Shepherd Center, right? I've walked through there before. I've done... Yeah, that would be an easy one. Kind of a quick one. So, there's an idea. I could easily do that. Didn't Samsung do that as well? They mocked Apple for removing the headphone jack. Yep, Samsung did that. You bet your ass they did that. But yeah, I just despise Apple as a company. They're so unethical. They don't want you to own your phone. You can't get this fixed anywhere, right? Repair shops can't get legitimate parts for it. Like, they basically want you to lease the phone. And if anything goes wrong, you pay an arm and a leg to fix it only through them. So, F them. Fortunately, mine was under warranty. No chargers is nickel and diming. Not only did they not put a charger in the iPhone, but they gave you a cable most people can't even use. Lightning on one side, USB-C on the other. So they are not helping the environment out by doing this, by giving out people useless cables. I watched The Sandlot like 3 or 4 months ago. Excellent, excellent rewatch. And Spustus Gaming says it will just get worse and worse. Yeah. Pretty much. Life is doomed. Like, most new electronics are garbage, right? Most new fridges, most new appliances last like a quarter of what the ones in like the 70s and 80s would have. And because of the electronics, they're way harder to repair. You basically are buying disposable appliances these days. So it's pretty sad that in 2021 we have all this great technology, yet planned obsolescence is absolutely a part of every single thing we buy. Another thing Apple did, they sealed in the battery. They made it so like most people, when their battery life gets bad, just give up and buy a new phone rather than replace it. When you used to be able to just put a spare one in your pocket and swap it out. A great idea. Yeah, there's a few... Louis Rossmann bought a laptop that's all modular. Linus Tech Tips bought a modular laptop. Can you put on different filters? No, I think we're sticking with this one. You play ball like a girl. Why is that an insult? There's a lot of girls that can play ball a lot better than you ever could, so I'm just saying. Shouldn't have read that comment out loud. Any thoughts on the G20 meeting in Rome? No thoughts. Other than get Taiwan a seat at the United Nations. Hopefully that's on the agenda there. And, yeah, whatever.
We do have the right to peacefully protest in this country.
Linus is an investor in Framework. So that must be the... I know he bought a modular laptop. That must be the one that he actually bought, which is cool. He's actually like a really, really cool guy, despite how nerdy and rich he is.
Refer to it as social distancing, and in Canada you hear the term physical distancing a lot. Of course, they're getting at exactly.
Dude, he was quoting the movie. Lisa says, "Oh, I missed that." If that's what Brett was doing, sorry. I am not as familiar with that movie, and Ahmad timed a note for that. Sorry, Brett, if that was just an innocent quote from the movie, we might need some context sometimes because we're living in a hypersensitive world. Sorry about that. But if you weren't quoting the movie, F you. How's that? Fair? Can we agree on that?
North side of the financial district, although some of these newer towers
A
are
League of Their Own.
blocking some of the more majestic ones in the back.
I haven't seen A League of Their Own in a very long time.
So I will just keep cutting east here.
Yogi is apologizing. Yeah, it's hard with chat, right? Because if something appears to be sexist, you don't want to leave it
Osgood Station.
on there too long because it's trying to be like an inclusive community that doesn't really cross that line. But if it's just a quote from a movie, obviously it's completely innocent and totally cool. But
Through this part.
it went over my head, it went over your head. We didn't know. So it is what it is. There's no black and white. It's all just a sea of gray, right, folks? Isn't that how most things are?
Or maybe I could cut through Osgood Hall here. I'm just making this up as I go.
What are we having for dinner? We had a Domino's pan pizza with banana peppers and mushrooms? Banana peppers and mushrooms. I had half of that, so I got 4 slices left in the fridge. And tomorrow, I am once again without power. My beautiful overlord is cutting power to my building from 10 to 2. And it's a Monday. So, I don't know. Grab the laptop, go to a cafe. I don't really want to stream. It's Monday morning. Maybe I'll stream later maybe I'll do like an afternoon stream at like 12. That might do it. Maybe I'll do a premiere and then an afternoon stream. Michelle says, I sound bored. I'm just a little tired. I spent all my energy on the Friday night stream, and then I got super duper hammered and high last night. I went to, I ate Jollibee. By the way, when I was in Jollibee, I saw a guy who was like, dude, you were just streaming. I was watching your stream. So that was cool. If you were watching, hello, strange person I met. Not strange person, stranger I met in Jollibee. Ate that. Went to Absolute Comedy, saw a hilarious show. The headliner, Eric Johnston, was awesome. A few of the other acts, not so awesome. One of the other acts was this like older lady who was great. So mixed bag, but overall the headliner delivered. Good show. It's always a good show when you go to a place like that. Then I came home, hit the edibles, had the drinks, finished Squid Game, the last few episodes, and that was my night. And that kind of bled over into today. Marg H says, change the filter. No, it's Halloween. It's Halloween, Marg. There will be other nights. One of the eyes looks like the YouTube logo. Yahya is taking his girlfriend to lunch tomorrow. Isn't that sweet of you? Where are you going? Yahya, where does someone like you take your... someone like you, I say that like it's an insult. Someone as young and hip as you take a lady friend for lunch. Jollibee Chicken Joy is great, but better in the Philippines. I found their chicken sandwich, frankly, is disgusting. It's dry. I've been there twice. I've given them 2 tries. It's just terrible. And there's a friggin' Popeyes down the street. I don't know why I went there. Apparently their pancit is good, but their chicken is awful. Why would you go there and get the chicken? I don't get it. And there was nobody in line. They had 100,000 people in the kitchen, and it still takes them 15 minutes to make a meal. Like, what are you doing in there? I just see like 15 people in the kitchen who are like spinning tops. As someone who worked in fast food and has been to a Burger King where every single employee looks like they don't want to be there, and there's 10 people in line, and you order and your food still comes up right away, like, they're doing something wrong in Jollibee. That's all I'm saying. They're doing something wrong there.
All right, folks.
Call me crazy.
Time to say goodbye.
Call me crazy. Emma says the sandwich is awful, but I haven't tried the regular fried chicken here. But I've had their chicken sandwich twice for some reason. Not a fan of that or how long it takes them just to do some basic food. Have you ever heard of Ample Food Mart? No, I haven't. Jeanette doesn't like Jollibee chicken either, and you're Filipino. But you know what I did love about Jollibee in the Philippines? It's not like here. When I went there in the Philippines, it was half the cost of all the other like fast food restaurants, and it was quick, and the service was amazing. It was like a 5-star fast food experience. Here, it's slow as molasses, and because it's the same price as the other fast food restaurants, I'm just thinking, like, why did I come here again? That's my take on Jollibee. Only go there if you're about to die of starvation, but you still have 20 minutes to wait for your food to come because there's no other options within 20 minutes. Then it's okay to eat at Jollibee. Jeanette says Jollibee in the Philippines is better. I thought it was delightful. I was not a fan of the food, but it was like $3 for a meal with a smile and like incredible service. Here it's like $11 for a meal and it takes forever. I don't know. That, to me, value is everything when you go to a fast food restaurant. And Jollibee here just ain't good value. Popeyes or Churches? I'm gonna go Popeyes. I've had Churches somewhat recently, but I've still yet to have the one at Young and Bloor. How am I forgetting the name? You know I'm tired and still hungover when I can't remember the name of a massive chicken restaurant. This happens sometimes when I'm filming videos too. Like, I'm just like out to lunch. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know, just New York, maybe. Yahya is taking his girlfriend for sushi for lunch tomorrow. Very classy, Yahya. I hope you both enjoy it. I hope you both enjoy it. Their website looks like it was ran through a translator. Mean, but fair. Chick-fil-A is nothing to write home about. There we go, Susan. Did you watch any Crave shows? No, I do not like Crave as a platform. It's slow and clunky, and I can just change my VPN to be in the US, and all of a sudden Netflix and Prime have all those same shows. So not a fan of Crave. I also have Disney and Stars now through a friend, and I have Apple TV, and I have this thing called Plex. All right, COVID Hippo, you were here since the original failed stream. Thank you, COVID Hippo. Have a great night. Happy Halloween. This replacement stream is almost hitting an hour. I think we're going to call it a night maybe at around 10 p.m. Sorry if this isn't a super invigorating stream, but I've still got some stuff to do. Let's see what's going on in Toronto. Carved out all the Gen 4 Pokemon. Oh, wow. Look at that. Where is this? Tarragona Boulevard. Where's Tarragona Boulevard? Oh, I was close to there. I just walked up here in the junction. That's right near Maple Clare. Yeah, there it is, Maple Clare Park. Ooh, so there's a really neat pumpkin show to anyone in that area. What the Ford government hasn't told you about its next controversial highway project. What? That they're going to fund it and it's going to be way over budget and it'll all be Ford's friends making it? Yeah, we already know that. Rainy weekend on Bay Street. Ooh, that's a badass photo. Lisa says not the first year they've done that. So that's their thing. Nintendo is officially closing its Toronto offices. Oh, I used to work very close to there. That's over in the West Mall in Toronto. I know, or in Etobicoke. I know where that is. It was just a really small sales office, though, I think. It wasn't really... I think their Canadian head office is in Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken. Medically assisted death nonprofit says fear is hampering its search for permanent space. It's probably an insurance deal. Who remembers 90s retro clubs? You're listening to Ministry and Depeche Mode, reminiscing of late 80s and early 90s. Friday night at the Phoenix. And Saturday night at the Joker, where they played Britney Wave. Didn't the Mod Club have a retro night as well? Whiskey Saigon on a Sunday night. I remember that. Toronto environmentalists demand action change. 2021 trick-or-treater numbers across the city. I would say it's probably up to normal. Seemed like it. Von Donuts is permanently closed and it's already become a Polish bakery. I don't know enough about that person. Where is this? Wow, look at that. They've got a... That is badass. That is badass. Randy C., I work in the YouTuber industry. Where's that house? They put up the picture, but they don't put where the thing is. Have you been to the Phoenix? I've been to the Phoenix countless times. I saw the Smashing Pumpkins at the Phoenix. Franz in Alleyway by Massey Hall. Why is this? What is the significance of this picture? That's like the O'Keefe Lane, I think. Why is that a picture? Stay classy, Toronto. We've shown this before on the channel. No pass, no ass, Basques. Ironically, the strip clubs were like leading the charge in terms of all the sort of new wave of restrictions that we've seen. Driver charged in death of girl. Oh yeah, that was a 10-year-old girl who was hit by a 30-something-year-old. Oh, that's tragic. Roll sand. That's a badass picture. Nice lighting. Meet the beloved seamstress who's hidden inside a Toronto laundromat. There's a lot of pictures. King Weston Bathurst tonight. I don't know. What's the point of that? A vertical picture too? Come on. At least hold your camera. See, vertical works. I just trash vertical pictures, but it works for this one.
Happy Halloween, Jack-o'-lantern, ghost.
Liz, our favorite lurker. Happy Halloween, Jack-o'-lantern ghost with the trademark 279. Thank you, Liz. Happy Halloween to you as well, and to everyone else out there in Stumbles Land. Stumbles Land. I don't have a land. Balmy Beach early in the morning. Okay, I can see that. I mean, that's nice. I appreciate that. Good night, Fans Buses Gaming. Congrats on your face reveal. Live music to return at the Danforth Music Hall. Here's a picture of Ontario Place. Is it just me, or is Reddit Toronto just like, we need a photo one, right? We have questions, health, policies, visiting, buy and sell. They need one just photos, don't we? And then if there's something that's like spectacular, it could go to the main Toronto page. Lisa commented on that one. Which one did you comment on? This one? Lisa D. Young, very photogenic. Is this your own work? You sliding in there? This one's better than the one we just looked at. I suppose that whole area is photogenic. It's the most photogenic spot in the city. We have found your Reddit ID. Robo Cafe gears to open up 2 new Toronto locations. So it's basically just like an automated Keurig machine. Is that right? That's all that could possibly be, right? Oops. I wanted to see if my Halloween video is only 39% uploaded. Questions. Let's see what questions are popular. Car got stolen 24 hours ago in downtown Toronto. Still shook up. Randy C. Let's let it read. I'm waiting for it to read it, Randy. Really enjoyed your Weston video and Jane and Finch from earlier. $5 towards the THC drink from the OCS. Thank you, Randy, for the $5. I'm waiting for my notification doodad to read the super chat. Read it. Got the volume up.
Really enjoyed your Western video and Jane Finch video from earlier. $5 towards a THC drink from the OCS.
There we go. There we go. Lisa's Reddit ID is consistent with all your other IDs. I'm fortunate that Johnny Strides on Instagram and Twitch were taken. You know what? You go to johnnystrides.com. Check this out. It takes you to my YouTube channel. Somebody bought the domain and redirected it to my YouTube channel. So I don't own johnnystrides.com. I don't know who does because they've hidden their ownership. But whoever did that, cool. Thank you. I mean, I guess now like .com is no longer as important as it used to be. I could get johnnystrides.tv, johnnystrides.ca, .net. You know, there's a million johnnystridestv.com. There's a million things that you can do. It's not like a domain name's even important for what I do. Everything's on YouTube through the main page, but really cool. So whoever did that, thank you. Because someone else could have just bought it and just squatted it, right? Or done something nefarious with it. Both parents died suddenly. What is my obligation regarding their apartment? Ouch. Sorry to hear that. Where can I donate leftover Halloween candy? Is it? Anyone get that Car2Go class action email? I paid the $10 driver protection fees, but it's $10. I'm just going to let it go. Just gonna let it go, as they would say in a famous Disney movie. I am reading. Kohana lurks on Reddit because if she starts stopping, she'll never stop. You know, I go down that rabbit hole sometimes. Even like I made this account like Fluffy just for the just for when I do the stumbles, but I go down that rabbit hole with like my name sometimes, and I get into like arguments or disagreements with people on Reddit. Then you're just like, what am I doing? This is just a stubborn, hard-headed person on the other side of the internet that I'm wasting time and energy debating. And sometimes, like, nobody is right. It's just a matter of opinion. So yeah, it can definitely suck you down that hole sometimes. All right, Vivian Johnson, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Sorry tonight was not the most action-packed stream, but it is what it is. Happy Halloween. It's 9:57, guys, so I think we're going to sign off in 3 minutes. I am crossing my fingers maybe around 9 or 10 p.m. for a Jackbox game stream. I think what I'll do is I'll put out a community post on this channel announcing that stream on Twitch. And it's just going to be a Twitch stream. And if you want to play Jackbox games, you do need a Twitch account. And there's a way to link Twitch.
What can we call it?
There's a way to link Twitch to Jackbox. It's very simple. Oh, I have not streamed here in a while. But I also don't really care about Twitch. No, I don't. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you to our mods. Yogi, Bevy was here earlier. Nightbot is here. Action VJ probably lurking in the background. I didn't see Estelle, but she's all the way in Australia. I didn't see Sanjay in Kingston. Probably out rocking it for Halloween. Hopefully my kicker is getting some points because he is playing. Anyways, guys, happy Halloween. Don't know when I'll stream next. Maybe tomorrow afternoon I'll do something. But I gotta do I gotta get out of the house between 10 and 2 because I'm not gonna have any power here. Or maybe I'll just hotspot my laptop and chill in a powerless house. I don't know. But on that note, thank you for sticking with me. Sorry about the first failed stream. But happy Halloween and have yourselves a wonderful week because we are at a new week. It is November 1st in 2 hours. All right. Have a good night, guys. Yoink.